everyone, it is Susie and I'm back with the alphabet challenge. This time around it is C and should be X, but there is just nothing you can do with an X. So I just moved it to the W. So it'll be C and W will be the letters that I use. And we're going collages, cards, they're flashcards, vintage playing cards. And for the W, I am going to use the Tim Holtz wings. He has the translucent or transparent ones that don't have any color, but I just purchased these not so long ago, and these are the transparent wings, and they do, some of them do have the color in them. So the first batch I bought when they first came out were just transparent, no color. So when I saw these, I decided that I wanted to get some of those. So that's what we're doing. A coffee sleeve also for the letter C, and just some collaging with it also. Gonna start the clock in 30 minutes and we'll see how we do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the coffee sleeve. And what I'm going to do is I want to make this for a belly band. So I'm just going to take the front and, because I don't want the thickness of it, I can always stitch it on the page or glue it. So I don't want that extra bulk in there. And I'm going to ink it up a bit. So let's do that. Okay, and so what I want to do is, let's see here, I think I'm actually going to use this, and I did throw a little coffee on this. Oh, I guess I could have used green. Yeah, I might use green. And think about the green side with a little bit of the, well, that won't show anyway, so. But what my plan is, I kind of wanted to just make sure that everybody knew, you know, I like the junk journals. I know that, you know, junk journals aren't what they used to be because it used to just be pure junk. And I've actually been saving some of my junk because I do want to make a junk journal. But because I want them to know it's a Starbucks sleeve, I'm going to leave that Starbucks showing. And then I have some of these cute little, I've had to cut them down just a little bit. But I was gifted these. Let's see what I did with my scissors. I was gifted these, so they're just as cute as they can be. They're just little bitty mixed media. This one says Friends. I have a Friends and a Family, and this one here says Road Trip. So those are the ones I had. She sent me a whole little sack of these, and they're just as cute, or you know, little plastic bag of these, and they're just about a, oh, not even an inch. Maybe in 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch, something like that. I don't know that they're an inch by inch even. But I had to cut them down a little bit because what I was wanting to do was take this. Oops, if I can get that back on there. Okay, what I wanted to do is take like the Friends and have plus Family equals Road Trip. I just thought that would be kind of cute to show the that part of it. I had it on this side to begin with, and it may work better. I may have more room. The way it's laid out, and I may have to, because that was originally what I Kind of got it cut for there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it on the blue. So that's kind of what I wanted to do, and you know, I'm debating if I want what I want to stitch around. I may want to stitch around that, and I can do that after I get them kind of glued on. So I'm going to ink these up a bit. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and glue them on. And I'm going to try to get it as far over as I can without the number showing. So we're going to have friends, our family, and I may be able to cut this down just a hair more. I got to try to get it as thin as I can, or as narrow as I can, for to see the plus and the minus there. Yeah, there we go. That's going to work really good. Okay, so we're going to, so we got family plus friends equals a road trip. I like that. And then I want to place there, but I'm going to stitch around. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to catch that if I stitch around it, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and stitch around this. Going to be a little noisy for just a minute. Okay, about there. I just like that a little bit more. Okay, that's great. So I like that. And then that will just make a cute belly band. And it could almost be a pocket if I left a little spot open. It could be a belly band with a pocket, depending on which way you put it on your page. Oh, I like that idea. So let's see here. Let's leave it a little bit of a, let's see, trying to determine how much I need to glue there, because I'm going to actually let it hang off the bottom just a little bit. Oops. Okay. And let's go ahead and glue that down a little bit there. Okay, and that will be our little belly band. That's cute. Okay, so let's let that dry. Okay, I'm going to set it over to the side. Okay, then I'm just going to do a little easy playing card that would be fun to add in a journal. I'm not even going to collage it up. I'm just going to kind of take this little paper doll and have him maybe set on the little thing there, and I'm going to give him some wings. Let's see here. Those wings almost look pretty big for him. Let's change the wings out there. Those are a little too big. We'll grab a little smaller. But these are just the Tim Holtz transparent wings. And I like to take and snip those wings up the middle. And then, because he's sitting sideways, oh, I won't be able to do that. I like to kind of turn them actually, and I may go ahead and do that. I like them to look like they're kind of, you know, yeah. Instead of having one over here and one over there, I want him to look like, since he's sitting sideways, his wings are both behind him. I don't think I've got him right where I want him yet. Yeah, I like that, just like that. And then I see this one I need to snip because it's actually showing. Yeah, and I don't want it to show. So I don't know if you could see that, but I snipped it so it wasn't hanging right here where you could see it. Okay, so then I'm going to take and go ahead and put some glue all over him here. And I want to put him on his wings too. Okay, and then I'm just going to let him sit right here where I can kind of see both numbers on this little vintage. This is a vintage flinch card, and it is pretty old. It's the one with the brown backing on it, and I'm not sure which one is the oldest of those, but I know that these are pretty old with the brown, the little brown backing on them. Okay, so there we go, and he looks cute, and he would be cute just sitting as a tag. You know, you might even put a little pull up here, but he would be cute sitting as a tag, or even just stitched in on the journal page or glued on the journal page, or even a little tuck. He would be really, really cute. But there he is. I really like that. Okay, so then my third one, I'm going to take this vintage flash card here and collage it up. And I'm trying to decide if I want to stitch around that or not. I'm not sure. But I know that I want to, got my little pieces here. I think I'm going to want to, I've got some vintage ledger paper there. I'm just going to collage it up a little bit. Oh, that, I like that side better. That's got a whole lot more writing on it. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of, let's see here. Okay. I think my original idea, I'm going to take this off a little, was at the bottom. I kind of had it laid on there, and then I shot a screenshot of it so I wouldn't forget. Okay, because I wanted it to balance out a little better. So that's at the bottom. And then I have this kind of at the top. Okay. So alright, and then I've got this kind of here. I'll get it laid on here a little bit. And I got another Tim Holtz paper doll and some of the wings. Let's see. I had this kind of going here. Okay. And I got this. Okay. Alright. That glued down a little better. Alright, and then I want to use her. And I have to decide whether I'm going to stitch anything on there or not. I might run something just down along here. Or down along here. Let me do that. I think I will. That was something I hadn't made my mind up to yet. About done. Okay. Now I think it just adds a little bit of something extra when you do that little bit of stitching. Okay, so I've got that now like that. Then I'm going to put her here, and of course I want her wings just right behind her. Let's see here. And I've just got this piece of vintage lace I'm going to use. Let's see, it's the right way and the wrong way, but that's going to go like that. Let's see, I want this. Oh, this is a little vintage grocery tag there. And then I wanted to add some buttons right along here. Let's see, I am doing good on my time, so and I may want to cut this tag down just a little, make it a little smaller. I'm not a very straight cutter when I'm just freehanding it there, and I think I'll give it a little tip. So anyway, that's going to be what it kind of looks like, the collaged card. Let's see here, you can see, make sure I got that going right. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one, get it glued down. I like these little wings. They're just cute and fun to work with. Alright. I like the way that looks. Okay, let's get her glued down. Okay. All right. Like it, like it, like it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my buttons glued down. And I may have to use Fabri-Tac on the buttons. They're not real flat. And sometimes when those buttons aren't exceptionally flat, you know, or have a little flatness to them, they don't want to stick. They need a little bit of that, because Fabri-Tac is kind of almost gelled. They just need that little bit of extra. Okay, so I'm going to kind of leave that like so, and go ahead and get stitch or glued down. I'm going to glue all that part. And then I'm just going to hit some of the little centers to hold that down. Otherwise I'll have glue everywhere. Okay, so let's